The real growth in poverty in the United States right now is in suburbs, not in urban centers, not the rural areas, it's in suburbs. That's a change. Why is that? I mean, when I was growing up, everybody was like, that's where the wealthy people were going. I mean, I may not have been one of them, but you aspired to that, right? Why is that changing so much?
So people have called this the Great Inversion. The inversion that in the old days, the old urban crisis, I grew up in Newark, the cities were emptied out of the middle class, emptied out of jobs, and left with disadvantaged and low-income people trapped in a cycle of poverty. What seems to be happening now is cities revitalize as tech companies, headquarters companies, talented, highly educated, college-educated people, the creative class, move back to cities, and schools get better, right? And families start to migrate in. There's no more room. So low-income people get pushed into the suburbs. Still, I think the poorest people and the most disadvantaged people live in the urban core. But poverty and economic disadvantage is growing much faster. And a larger number of, because suburbs house more people, a larger number of poor people, and the growth is much faster in the suburbs. The way I like to think about this is that we have to get beyond these words city and suburb. I kind of like to use the word patchwork, a patchwork city, a patchwork metropolis, where you have these
not sure that's going to catch on, just to let you know. Yeah.
Little globs of concentrated advantage in the city and in the suburbs, surrounded by much larger spans of concentrated disadvantage. What's the problem, though, is the middle has disappeared. In the year 1970, about 3/4 of Americans lived in middle-class neighborhoods. Now about 1/3 of us do. So we've divided our society into rich and poor, areas of advantage and disadvantage, and the middle's dropped out.